Hola, hola, Melissa Miranda here from Miracles Within Us, and welcome to 2024 and this beautiful new moon in Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. So to all my Cappies out there, hello, happy birthday. My birthday's next week. Okay, so I want to share with you some awesome stuff. One is, hey, I'm here. I know I wasn't here for like forever, but I'm here now. And yes, I want to share with you that it took a lot for me to show up today. And a part of that was because I was feeling a little embarrassed, ashamed that I needed to take some time for me. I needed to take some time to work on my corazoncito, my heart, and my healing, and just allowing the natural course of life to take hold and releasing the judgment. That was a little difficult, but I'm here now, and I feel so blessed to be here with you. So I want to share something really crazy with you. Guess what? I got cards. I know you must be so confused because, like, hello, I threw them out like 2 years ago. What are you doing? What I'm doing is following my soul. So I'm gonna share with you really quickly how this actually came about for me. So I don't know if you remember, the last video before this one was my video around grieving my beautiful dog, Roxycita, Princesita, who passed. And it was very hard on me. Anyone who loses their pet that they love is hard. I'm sorry. And they're not replaceable at all. And let me tell you, I actually ended up getting a new dog. Beautiful dog, little Benji, and I had to find him a new home because I needed to focus on what was happening for me. And that was a difficult decision to do, to lose a dog, get a dog, and then decide to like give the dog to someone else because you feel that you can't. That was difficult to go through, but necessary. And the reason why I'm sharing this too is because a year from the day that Roxycita passed, I felt this huge, amazing awakening occur. And that awakening was for me to get these cards. And I ended up getting this one. This was the first deck that I got, and then I got this one at a fair. And now I'm just slowly building up my cards again. I even started making my own because I just have so much energy around this now that I almost can hide it, right? And I will answer questions around that as things go along. That's not the main purpose of this video. It's just for me to come and show you that I will be here. And I at this moment would like to invite you to join me in a self-healing journey. And what I mean by that is I'm just going to be sharing things on here and on whatever platforms this ends up going on. I'm gonna just be sharing things that actually has helped me get out of trauma, right? And dealing with all of that, because prior to a year prior to Roxy passing, I ended up recalling memories from my childhood and lost my mind a little. And I'm like minimizing the little, because when you realize that you went through something that you did not remember, and then all of a sudden you remember, something happens within the self that it's almost like you don't, like a trusting happens, a not trusting happens, but then a trusting happens, meaning at first you're like, I don't trust myself because how did I go through this experience and not remember? But then you, as you start healing, or at least for me, as I started healing, I started to see that was just a survival mechanism, and now I'm able to actually heal and move forward from that. And now I'm so passionate about it, and let me tell you, I am not 100% regulated. I'm still figuring out to regulate my nervous system at times, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And that is why I'm here. I had to have a reality check with myself or my soul was like, Melissa, you're not the only one. And we're giving you, this is my guides telling me, we're giving you all this support and all of this to help you heal. Now that you've gotten to this level, it's time for you to share what you know and continue healing. And that was a huge thing, because a part of me is like, who am I to do that? I love doing life coaching and all that, but this is a whole different level of it. It's going to the core of what's going on and putting my intuitive gifts with having now this more deeper knowing, and now that I have this access and I'm able to see things differently, right? Like compile it in a way. And now I want to share that. Like, I want you to get the healing. I want you to heal. I want you to prosper, because I know personally what it feels like to be in the dirt and not to have hope and to feel so low, right? That nothing feels important anymore. Literally, you just feel like I'm a waste of breath. And that's just pain. And if you find yourself feeling these things, I'm here to tell you, let's do this together. Let's awaken ourselves to heal. And when I say together, I'm talking about you, right? I'm going to be sharing and I'm going to be here supporting, but the one who does the work is you, right? And one of, the things that I've learned is a compiling of all different things and putting it together to mesh, to fit me, to fit what is going to allow me to get to the places that I need to get to allow my soul to call, the calling of my soul to be evident, allowing that to be what fuels my life, right? Instead of the fears and the sadness and all of that. And let me tell you, I struggled. Literally this morning, I struggled all morning with my thoughts, right? And sometimes at night, but it's not all the time, and it's getting better. And I'm sharing this not to be like, hey, look at me. I'm sharing it because when I was really, really desperate, I didn't know where to go. So I just started listening inside and, picking up things in the outside world. And then trying to apply, see what works, and what doesn't work, move it to the side, and what does work, try to hold on to that and, move forward. And one of the greatest gifts I gave myself was time, space, and the allowance to be the emotions that I need to be. And yeah, some of those emotions aren't the best, like anger and rage, but they are a part of us for a reason. And when I allowed myself to listen to why rage was occurring, not to act out the rage, because that's being irresponsible, but to feel it. I feel rage. What is the rage telling me? What is the anger telling me? What is my sadness telling me? What is my happiness telling me? Right? What is it telling me? And as I started going into that and going instead of coming from a place of judgment towards myself, but coming to a place of like, okay, this came up. Why? What do you need to tell me? What in my heart needs to let go? What is unforgiven here? Right? And that's a whole other piece, and we'll talk about forgiveness and all of this stuff and different videos and all this stuff. But I just wanted to share a little blip of what it is that is conjuring now here with me and with Miracles Within Us. And I am very excited to be here. I'm excited to be doing readings again. I'm excited to be speaking to you again. I'm excited for whatever new endeavors start to create from this moment. I'm truly allowing Spirit, my soul, to be the director here. And you know how the soul works? It's literally like one step at a time. You don't see the whole picture. Literally, make this video. And I'm like, okay, then what? Make the video. And trusting in that, right? And I don't know, as a Capricorn, I like a little structure, and I am spontaneous, but I do like some form of a structure. I like to know, why am I doing this? Like, where is it gonna lead? I don't want to just be on here to be on here and waste people's time or mine. And my spirit is like, sit down and realize that with the soul, there's this trusting, and in this journey of healing, it is important that we have a connection with our soul, because our soul is telling us what's needed to shed so that we could be our most authentic self. And the reason why we suffer, the reason why we're sad, the reason why we get all of these things that don't feel in alignment is because we're not connecting with our soul. We're not listening to the depth. And we are now moving into an era of living where we can no longer ignore that. It's not going to be sustainable. We are elevating as a species. And we need to heal, and we need to heal each other. And this is why I'm here, and many people are going to start showing up who are feeling this call, who are feeling it. Why? Because this is the next step. The next step is for us to be our most aligned, healed, walking, joyful selves. And yes, shit will happen, because that is what allows for growth as well, right? If everything is perfect, we don't see, right? Contrast does allow for us to feel the appreciation. I am very appreciative that I got makeup on. Like, it took a while for me to put makeup on after going and all these things. You don't have energy. You don't even care, right? And I know some of you may resonate with that, right? So I want to, from this moment on, we're going to be working on our healing together, sharing our journeys together, and really just allowing for the best us to show up. So without further ado, because I am excited to do this for you, I'm gonna pull out some cards just to give us some energy, information around what is going on for us at this period of time. This is the new moon in Capricorn. Capricornio. Capricornio. That's me. Okay. So the 17th is my birthday. So I'm very, very appreciative to have this energy so close to my birthday, because I always feel that my birthday is like a reset. I don't know if anyone who has like late December birthdays or early, like January birthdays, do you I don't know, like New Year's never feels like New Year's. My birthday always feels like the reset, right? And I'm sure that's for everyone, no matter what your birthday is. But it, for me, is like New Year's, no. And it could also be because, to be quite honest, this is not the accurate New Year, but let's just take what we can. All right, so let's take a card. So these are cards that I've made. So let's start with that first. I want to see angels, beings of light. What would you like to share with all of us at this time for this new moon? Oh, this one. Okay, so the numbers, I put numbers on here. This number is 201, so you might want to look up that angel number 201 and see what that means for you. So the message we got is stop this cycle now. Okay, and then I have some notes written here. Need to leave. Create space for new energies to come towards you. This is really about stepping away from unhealthy situations. And this, I feel, is very hard. And that's why it's coming up on this new moon. Because this new moon in Capricorn, it has a lot of energy to manifest. But if there's anything in your way, guess what? Those things are going to come to the surface hardcore, so that you can say, shoo fly, don't bother me. And then you can start to be yourself, because that is our blind spot. So the blind spot that we're having is in the inability to stop the cycle. Not standing for what it is that we know is for us, our highest good. And this is a time that we have to honor and show ourselves that we respect ourselves, that we love ourselves, and we can't allow ourselves to continue to stay in unhealthy patterns, okay? Situations, relationships, anything. We cannot allow that moving forward into this new energy that's coming up, this new earth energy that's happening. You know, we are at this bridge right now where energies are shifting, right? Where right now this new moon is pivotal to a beginning of a 20-year cycle. Okay, I'm not an astrologer, right? I just share what I know in relation to this and what I get. Okay, so for all my astrologers out there, you got some information, please share. Okay, because this is a community. Okay, good. And remember, 201, check that number. All right, 201, right? It's like an elevation, because I still feel some energy with this. I feel that a lot of us been in this knowing that we need to shift something. We need to shift something. And that shifting of it is exactly what we've been asking for. We've been asking for clarity. We've been asking for direction, strength, and courage, and a lot more, right? And with that comes now the response. This is what we have to do. We got to clear the room so that we can start bringing that in. And I also feel this, clearing the room, breaking the cycles, cutting the cords is not in the way in which you think. You got to go a little deeper in this. And I'm going to pull a card from this one, because I feel that there's a little more depth that has to come, because it's about a switch more internal than it is out there. Because when you do it internal, then you're gonna automatically get in alignment, and those things that are not matching the alignment that you're now in will start falling away, instead of you trying to manage each relationship or each thing individually. No, get your energy right. Because when you get your energy right, you get everything else. It starts flowing, okay? So let's see. Let's take one from here. And I'll have better views at other times, sorry. Let's see what we have here. Double mission. Look how beautiful this card is, by the way. Can you see that? Double mission. Light worker, star seed. Serve the world by being you. Ah! I love it. Why? Why do I love this? Because it goes so hand in hand with this. The double mission is about going in a little deeper, right? This is going in a little deeper. Seeing that you are of this world, but you have a bigger mission. You're not just here to be a human in the human. You're here to be a spirit in the human body. Very different, okay? Recognize the God, goddess that you are, okay? And allow that to come, okay? At the bottom of the deck, let's see. Need deep cellular healing. I don't know why I said need. You need it. You need cellular healing. Deep cellular healing. Look at this card, how beautiful. Underneath the deck, I always like to see that as an energy that of like what is needed, but we can't see. There's a blind spot. It's hidden, right? It's a secret. Something along those lines. It's not fully clear. That is what I consider in the bottom of the deck, but it is crucial, super crucial to what is needed. Okay, now let's pull one card from the tarot. This is the Mystical Dream Tarot. Let's see. Angels, beings of light, what would you like to share with us? That one fell on my lap. We have the Four of Swords. You see that? Interesting energy, because what this is talking about is a grounding. What I feel energetically is a groundingness in our thoughts, emotions, allowing that to be a grounded place and to go deep. This is a very deep full moon. I mean, new moon. And yes, it's magical because the manifestation energy is, but what are you manifesting? You know, are you manifesting things that are a support to your happiness, or are you manifesting things that are, you know, you trying to, you know, control, navigate? Because if you're coming from a place control, navigate, it's gonna fall apart. Because, well, it's gonna fall together very lovely, but feel like you're falling apart. Because no matter what we're putting forward is what is going to be enhanced, right? So it's so important for us during this new moon to practice inner forgiveness and outer forgiveness, and allow truth to come to the surface and embrace that truth and the emotions from a non-judgmental place, from a place of curiosity, from a place of unconditional love. When the emotion comes up, right, whatever it is, when you start going, what cycle I need to, whatever, and the emotion comes up, don't judge it as wrong. Oh, I shouldn't feel mad, I shouldn't feel sad. No. Why? What is it trying to tell me? What's the lesson? Because the reason why we get sad and we feel disalignment in that is because we are not listening to the message, and we're trying to override the emotion by saying, no, I'm not supposed to feel that. I'm not supposed to be that. I'm not, right? And then we keep bypassing or suppressing it, right? And then eventually, right? And then we wonder why we're sad and frustrated and we have all these things happening. It's because we're not listening, right? We are refusing to listen to ourselves. And when we do that, that's when we invite actually different types of illnesses to start stepping in, right? It comes from the mental, then it starts facing into our bodies in different ways. So I hope that this was, you know, as exciting for you as it was for me. I am really looking forward to this. I will be doing more readings as time goes on on here, And honestly, thank you. I want to just say thank you for allowing this space to be. I feel so much joy doing this, and I was so scared before starting. And because it's been so long and I'm so different than I was before, and the old Melissa is not here anymore, right? And this new birth of version of me, I'm still learning her. And I'm sharing her openly now with the world, meaning me. So thank you so very much for being here with me. I will be sharing content around trauma, healing, spirituality, awakening our feminine energy, allowing that to be the driver of our world, allowing ourselves to tap into our spiritual gifts and share them with the world as well. Those are the things that we're going to start working on here at Miracles Within Us. And if you want to be a part of that team, just subscribe. And if you want to follow more of my stuff, you can check me out at miracleswithinus.com. So thank you so very much for being here with me. Have an amazing new moon. Make those manifestations count for you. I am rooting for you. I'm sending out all love, all positivity, all the creation, sending you lots of hugs, lots of kisses to your little corazoncito so it can heal. Corazoncito's your heart. And I will be holding you all energetically in prayer, where we can all heal and thrive. So thank you so much. And until the next time, I love you unconditionally. Namaste, everyone. So excited to say that again. Ah! I love you. Bye. I'm so emotional because I feel so much joy doing this. And I've been struggling to be here. And now that I'm here in front of you, thank you. I just finished recording this video and I am so much appreciated.